here. We're starting now.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, it's me, Gable. I'm a Kenny Omega Mark.
Hello, my name's Dave. I don't like anything that's popular, just so I can be cool.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
That'll come into play down the road. Oh, we should talk.
Yeah. So what are we doing this week? This is the Dominion 2018.
This is the State of Texas Union preview.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Ring of Honor tour.
We do have a preview, I guess. Do we?
don't.
No, I don't even know what matches there are.
Nor do I.
I
just know that Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
All I know is that Kenny Omega.
That's it. That's all.
all I know.
That's all. That's the review. Thanks for coming, guys. Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Welcome to Breakroom bullshit and stuff.
Yeah.
You should go to our YouTube channel and subscribe on there. It's Breakroom BS.
Yeah, Breakroom BS. On all that social media jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What's that? That looks pretty cool. That
I was looking for things.
Yeah. What is it? Grandpa in the bushes?
Yeah.
Grandpa in the bushes.
Yeah. I was looking for things because I want to try to get a Bullet Club poster signed by all the Bullet Club people when I go to StarCast and All In. What are you going to get signed when you go to StarCast and All In?
Whatever I give to Dave to take the StarCast and All In.
Is it because you're not going?
I'm not going.
Is it because you're scared to go
it's
out
too
of
far
the
away.
tri-state area?
Chicago's far away.
Gable, you're so cute.
Dude, I'm afraid to leave this general area. If I have to drive more than 20 minutes away from my house... Dude, I had to drive 40 minutes to take my dog to the vet, and I'm like, this is a painstaking drive.
You're like, I'm scared to go to Beaver County. Shit gets real in Beaver County. People have, bandanas on, and they carry around squirt guns. It's really dangerous. I appreciate his false laugh.
Do you have a card? Because I have notes, but I didn't have the match...
I make a card as I do it.
Oh, wait, no, I have, hold on, I have it in my thing.
Well, I have it right here.
Okay, whatever.
What
do you remember who you picked for each match?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I remember that I was right for my entire prediction of the last three, though. You were wrong on, I think, two of them.
For the last three, yeah.
Yeah. I fucking nailed the last three, dude. I kicked ass. I kicked your ass.
Yeah, I don't remember which one I picked. Oh, wait, there they are. Okay, cool.
Alright, so we're gonna review Dominion 2018. New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion.
June 9th, that was?
June 9th? I do believe it was June 9th.
The 6-9, the big 619.
69,
69. First matchup of the night was...
I'd also love to come loud.
Yeah.
Preferably in a 69. What's that from?
Mallrats?
Yeah! I'm proud of Gable.
Let's see. Our first match of the night. It was a decent opener. Nothing crazy.
What was it?
It was El Desperado and
can I say it?
Yoshinobu
Kanemaru.
Kanemaru or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so Suzuki-gun versus Roppongi 3K. 3K.
This was for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Championship.
Minus Rocky.
This was still for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Championship.
Still was. You were right.
It did not change.
Who was your pick in this one?
I believe I picked Roppongi 3K, and I was wrong.
I also, going into this, picked Roppongi 3K. I thought it would be kind of like a reward because they both put up really good matches in the Best of the Super Juniors. So I thought they were possibly using the Super Juniors as a way to push them to get them ready to take that belt. Yeah,
they could also look at the other ways that they both did so good. Maybe they impressed them. They want to split them up and give them in singles. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
who knows?
Anything could happen.
I think it's funny though. This is the only championship that didn't change hands. I think the entire night.
Yeah, there are a lot of changes here.
Yeah, so I don't have any notes. Do you have anything for this one? I just have that the El Desperado and Kanemaru won by pinfall. And they're still the Junior Heavyweight Tag Champions.
Yeah. So throughout the Best of the Super Juniors, I was always expecting Show's one package pile driver. You know, the one where he reaches and grabs the hands underneath?
I love it.
I've always been expecting someone to flip out, and I don't know if they did, and I just don't remember.
I think they flipped out in the tournament.
Did they?
You mean like back body dropped him, or flipped in the air when he lifts him.
Like whenever they pulled up the hands, I was expecting someone to spin out, and that happened in this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if someone did that, and they did that in this match, which was cool. But that was my only note. Roppongi 3K loses, and Suzuki-gun holds on to those junior tag team titles.
You're correct. All right, next we have Juice Robinson and David Finlay versus Jay White and Yoshihashi.
Yeah, I think if I'm remembering correctly, because it's been a little while since I've seen some of these guys, I think Juice is supposed to be the next challenger for Jay White's U.S. title, and David Finlay was the previous challenger for the U.S. title. So you got the tag team of the dying feud and then the upcoming feud versus the champion and a
guy named after a dinosaur from Mario.
I mean, I'm sure there might be more story maybe to him, but nothing that we've seen yet. So, I mean, to us, it just came off as another Chaos member they kind of didn't have anything to do with. And hey, let's win with Jay.
Now, the first note I have is that Juice is annoying to me. He's too over the top, trying to be funny and to get the crowd pumped, where he just comes off as he's just trying too hard.
I'm not a big fan of his gimmick, his Spice Girl gimmick, Spice Guy gimmick.
He's Ginger Spice.
I think I personally am not, like I said, not a fan of it. I think he needs... I don't know how new he is, so I can't say they need to redo his gimmick, but... yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan. Did you see that Seth Rollins shouted out Juice Robinson on Twitter?
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
They hung out.
It's nice to see some WWE people acknowledge, at least ones of value, acknowledge some of the New Japan ones.
Yeah.
If Brock Lesnar said something, which he wouldn't,
I don't care.
then I wouldn't respect it. Let's see.
He just seems so fake, when he's trying to get the crowd pumped. I'm like...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm not totally against him, but like I said, I'm just not a fan.
I want him to die. That's a little much. That's a little much. I don't. He might have a family. Dude, the jumping unprettier was really cool.
The what?
The jumping unprettier, where he kind of puts him behind his back and the guy's head's facing down and he falls down, but he jumped up when he did it. Okay. It was Christian's finishing move in WWE back in the day.
Okay.
I remember, but it was a really cool move.
Do you have anything else for that?
Nope.
All right. So I think
Robinson and Finlay.
Yeah, Robinson and Finlay
won by pinfall.
Beat down on Jay there. Beat down. They beat off together.
They beat off real good. That's getting me hard.
There we go.
What do we got next, dog?
Toru Yano. Dude, I think Yano's funny. We'll get to that.
I don't even remember who he is.
He's the one who always tries to sell his DVDs.
I remember who he is. Dude. Every time, he's in a match, he didn't do it in this one right off the bat. In ROH, during that fucking Honor United tour, he would start the match, go straight to the fucking turnbuckle and go take it off, he has downs or something. He's just
I remember you saying that to me. It's funny.
I'm like, dude, it's so stupid.
Did we say downs? Or are we saying downs?
I did.
Too late now. All right, cat's out of the bag. Yeah, it was Toru Yano.
Downs means Down syndrome.
That made it better. It's Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii. Ishii?
I just have Ishii here.
Ishii? I like that. Ishii. I don't know if that's his name or not, but I like it.
It's a good name.
But so we got Chaos going up against the Suzuki-gun members, Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki.
I have a note on here. I don't even remember it happening, but it must have been cool because I put a note was Sabre blocking the low blow into submission was kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a little while, so it's not really fresh for us. Let's see. The Zack Sabre Jr. surfboard on Ishii was different. I don't remember what it was, but it looks kind of weird, I think.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, man, this is a quality podcast.
Yeah, but you gotta think, these are also the undercard matches. You're just like, meh, they weren't memorable.
That's true.
I mean, these matches should leave an impression where you're like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't bad matches, but like you said, not memorable. Nothing that really stood out. I think they were kind of more progression as far as storyline. That's was more so their purpose.
Yeah.
But nothing that was like. Obviously, the later matches were the ones that are like the big conclusion matches too.
They were meant to be too.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any notes about the match?
So it was a new element who. I haven't seen Zack Sabre Jr. perform before.
You've never seen Zack Sabre Jr. perform? You've never seen Zack Sabre Jr. perform?
No, I think this is the first match I've seen him in. If he was in another match, I don't remember it very well. Let's see. No, that was pretty much it though. I did think he was a little different from what I've seen.
Yeah, he's a big submission guy. Which
submission, heavy submission
makes sense since his team won by submissions.
Yeah, double submissions, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was. That's right. That was memorable. See. There's a nice brawl after the match between the two scary Japanese guys. Dude, the two guys that were fighting, I'm like, if I ever ran into these guys and they just looked at me, I'd be like, I'm sorry, sir, don't hurt me. They look so scary to me. They just look like fucking badass. I'm like, please don't hurt me.
Suzuki and
Suzuki's one of them. Yeah, Ishii.
Yeah. The Stone Pitbull.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he can just headbutt a hole through your chest.
Yeah, I don't want to die. That's what I would tell them if I ever met them. All right, next.
I don't know why I put my phone away.
I thought it, but said nothing. I was just gonna not say anything. All right, next we got Tai Chi versus Michael Elgin versus Goto for the Never Openweight Championship. Which the name of that belt still is stupid to me. It will always be.
All right,
never. I get openweight. Why never openweight?
Never is there's it's an acronym for something. But it's hold on. Let's see if we can pull this up. Never open weights. All right, we're all gonna learn together, group.
This is gonna be great. This is like whenever you go to school and the teacher takes you into the closet and starts touching your pee-pee. It's never happened to me.
Oh my.
The teacher was female, so that makes it okay, right?
All right. So it's a completely not making sense. It's just a bunch of words thrown together to sound cool. New Blood, Evolution, Valiantly, Eternal, and Radical.
All right, can we go back to talking about me getting molested in school? Because that's far more entertaining than what that stands for.
Yeah, I agree.
That was dumb.
I don't know.
At least we learned something stupid. We learned something.
I think the idea of these open weight belts is interesting, but from my understanding, from what I heard from some other podcasts, that they don't really. It's been a majority heavyweight people. I mean, if you look at this, the two competitors were two heavyweights, and Tai Chi, I think, is a heavyweight, but kind of recently changed to a heavyweight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think I heard someone say. I don't have to be right because no one listens, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dude, we should start saying things wrong on purpose so people will interact. I did. The only reason I had Tai Chi going into this is because I heard there was some speculation that if Tai Chi was to get the belt for the open weight, that he would start with the junior for competitors. He would start with the junior or challengers. He would start with the juniors and work his way up to the heavyweights. So it would have been a way to bring the junior heavyweights back into the fold for
would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, it would have been a good transition there.
I mean, the belt the belt makes sense because you can have a small guy fighting a big guy.
Yeah,
which you can do in WWE, but because New Japan is more traditional, they follow the whole weight class thing. You can't fight for the heavyweight if you're Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, so you have to have a separate open weight one.
But I picked Goto for this one and I was wrong, but you were also wrong.
Yeah, we were both wrong.
The first note I have is please, 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 Miho sit on my face. It's the first note I have.
Oh, is that the chick who came in with Tai Chi?
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude,
oh man.
I was so shocked Michael Elgin won this. I haven't seen him really in any matches lately or mentioned, but from what I heard afterwards from the commentators that there was some history going into this.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, but I didn't know that going into watching the match.
Yeah, this was Michael Elgin won by pinfall. He is the new Never Openweight champion. It was nice to see a triple threat where they all actually fight. And not just the WWE bullshit where one stays outside the ring the whole time and they keep alternating.
Yeah.
So that was cool. There was a sweet electric chair drop into a pinning bridge, which is cool. Electric chair drop is when they're just sitting on their shoulders and Oh, you have the same note as me.
Exact same note.
Oh, I didn't have to explain the move.
You hit the nail on the head.
Oh, you made me look dumb.
I don't remember the move. Smart. I don't remember the move.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember it in my head.
So explain it anyway for those listening.
So if you're sitting on my shoulders and I basically fall backwards, it's called an electric chair drop. Okay. What he did was he fell backwards and then did a bridging pin.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Sounds familiar now. Was that what won it or no?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
I think maybe.
Was a strong win for Elgin after throwing Taichi at Goto and then giving Taichi a power bomb. Oh, so that was not how he won it.
No, he didn't win it like that. I told you he didn't win it like that. That's all I got for this match.
Dude, I remember whenever I was watching half the match, I was like, okay, I'm going to get through the matches that I'm not super excited for, and then I'll start with the Young Bucks ones. I mean, don't get me wrong. The other matches, like I said, good matches. Just nothing memorable. But I know I'm going to be excited for the Young Bucks. I want to see the one. Like, I don't know, dude. Because I think that being the Elite YouTube channel has such a crucial role at who I'm rooting for. Just because you spend more time with them as characters.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I want to see Matt and Nick win. All that traveling they do, that's fucking crazy. So much stuff
I've been watching on there is so fucking funny.
Yeah, dude, they're good. The
dick pic thing was funny. Dude, I laughed so hard when Cody came in and handed him that piece of paper. They open up and it just says, fuck the revival. And he leaves.
Dude, the fuck...
He didn't even do it. Like, he didn't do anything but that.
Did they do Cody's one photo shoot that he fucked up on?
No.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Stop ruining everything.
Whatever.
Spoiler. What's the next match?
What episode are you on?
I'm on episode 50.
Okay.
1.
Dude, you're like 10 episodes behind me. 10, 15 episodes behind me. I have to catch...
They're getting longer now, dude. They were like 5 minutes at the beginning. Now some of them have been like 17,
dude,
20 minutes.
Whenever they come out now, they're like 20 minutes. They're consistently 15 to 20 minutes.
Next, we have Evil and Sonata. Excuse you. Evil and Sonata versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
For the Heavyweight Tag Team Championship.
All right. I had the Young Bucks going into this. They've been challenging people a lot, so I feel like they're trying to load them up with belts before maybe, I don't know, some upcoming event. Is there any big upcoming event?
No.
Yes, I think there is something even before All In.
The Ring of Honor pay-per-view is coming up.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, so I had them going in, and another reason that I didn't even think of till after I picked them was, I don't know, just a Bullet Club night.
I had them as well. I also picked the Young Bucks.
I didn't expect them to come out later, but we'll get to that.
Okay, so first I want to discuss...
I guess I knew there was going to be... I don't know, it's weird. Whatever.
You're a weirdo. Alright, first I want to discuss something in this match. Okay, so do you remember after Nick hurt his foot... Okay, remember how Nick hurt his foot in the match?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a spot where... This is something really small, where Nick is in the corner, okay, trying to set the guy up for a suplex. And Matt comes over and he checks on Nick to make sure he's okay with his foot. Yeah. He tells him, let's do a double suplex to Sonata, basically. So they're going to do the double suplex, and he keeps telling Nick, he's like, come on, you can do it, get up here, come on. And Nick's selling it and going silly. Matt's like, come on, hurry up, come on, we gotta do this. And it was so real, like, that just he's like he's legit hurt his foot, where he's like, come on. Dude, it made it seem so fucking good.
I completely agree with you.
That spot was amazing.
It was probably one of the... Dude, they both sell injuries really well. Yeah. The back thing they do all the time, where they get to a point where like they aren't completing moves, and I don't see that very often. Maybe you don't either.
I don't.
But like I feel like someone gets hurt. It's like, oh yeah,
Ospreay does it sometimes too. But go on.
But yeah, most of the time you just see them like be like, oh my leg, and then later on like they'll get their leg worked on, and then it'll just be a submission on like that involved their leg. But you don't see them actually. You don't even see them go to the point of they're not like able to function as a wrestling group.
Dude, to add on to what you're saying right now, and then there's another spot after that. They keep telling that story where there's this great fucking spot where they go for the Meltzer driver, and Nick springboards onto the ropes and fucking falls because his foot gave way and he just fell and couldn't do the move. I was like, that's so good. like they told that story of his foot solo throughout the match. It seemed so legit. I mean, honestly, but it was done so well.
The Jacksons are top-notch performers.
They are.
Yeah. There's this picture I saw on Reddit of I think it was Nick. And I guess he was like on TNA as a singles wrestler one time.
Yeah,
it was really funny. They just look really weird when they're young. You ever see like old wrestlers, pictures of wrestlers when they were younger?
I've seen some younger pictures and they do look like you're like that's.
It's like looking at someone's a celebrity's high school pictures. Yeah. It's weird.
There was a lot of great false finishes in this, dude. I thought it was over whenever the Bucks took the Magic Killer. That move where they have them up on the team has them up on their shoulders and they both kind of twist and throw them down. Okay. I thought it was over. I thought they lost. Yeah. And there's great back and forth at the end. Do you have any notes specifically about the match?
I was on the edge of my seat for the finish.
Yeah.
That all contributes to that. Yeah, dude, I had a note. The Bucks appear to be trying to survive instead of winning.
Yeah.
It sums it up perfectly.
Yep.
The stuff with Nick's foot put serious doubt in my head that they pull it off. Dude, I'm just echoing. All my notes echo what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, I should let you talk first so you could seem like you're contributing. You're just ripping me off. You didn't have anything written down.
I hate you.
He did. And Young Bucks by pinfall and new heavyweight tag team champions.
But who cares about that? Because Don Callis is now all in.
He's all in for commentating, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have that note too. But the Young Bucks match was fucking great.
You know what was really funny whenever they came into the ring? As soon as they hopped up in the ring, I think Nick was yelling, "This is what we do." It's like, isn't that what all the wrestlers do?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Yeah. It's really funny. Just a really funny thing to yell.
They say funny shit like that all the time on Being the Elite. They're like, yeah, just getting recognized. That's what we do. You know? Like, just signing some autographs. That's what we do.
What about whenever they're...
this business that we love.
Yeah, they say that all the time. Yeah. What about whenever they're doing something like a little risque, and someone else is like, "But you guys, you're nice Christian boys."
Yeah,
that always gets a good laugh out of me.
Yeah, you're nice Christian boys. You couldn't do that. Dude, how about whenever fucking Adam Page poisoned Nick?
Oh yeah,
that was funny. What's the next match?
Dude, you're on 51, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good talk.
You watched 51 and so 52's next?
I don't think I watched 51 yet.
Okay. I don't remember 51 very well.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
You're a douche.
Do I?
How do you remember one of like 60-some episodes you watched? I mean, I guess it was more recent.
It wasn't 51.
You're an asshole. All right, what's next? What's next, Gable?
It was 50.
All right, I hate you.
Rey Mysterio, Jushin Thunder Liger, and...
Tanahashi.
Yeah, I need the last... I was looking for the first name here.
It's R-A-Y, by the way. It spells him R-A-Y.
Where?
On the show.
Oh, Rey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they misspelled Rey Mysterio's name. Let's see. Rey, Jushin, and Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Whoa,
I want to make sure I said the right first name.
Pardon me.
And then we got Bullet Club on the other side with Marty Scurll, Adam Hangman Page, and Cody Not Rhodes.
Did we have Bullet Club? Did we? Are you sure? Since they didn't come out to the Bullet Club music, I wouldn't know.
The Bullet Club's fine.
Which is my first note that I said that something that annoyed me. Like, whenever there's 3 different members of the Bullet Club, why aren't they coming out to the Bullet Club theme?
Maybe
like, it's so rare we even get the Bullet Club theme.
What they come out to? Cody's?
Yeah. Dude, they all walk out at the same time.
I think that's just because Cody's like trying to like force himself as the leader, that he's just trying to make everything Cody. Does that make sense?
But it does, but they didn't like do anything to sell that. They all came out happy, fine, go lucky.
Yeah.
They weren't like, there wasn't some comments about like, why are we listening to your music, Cody? Like, dude, the only time we ever hear the Bullet Club's music is if Hangman Page comes out. He's the only one that uses it. Every time everyone else comes out, I love whenever like groups. Like, whenever
have their own music.
Yeah, when they wear the same stuff and come out like that, they all come out to the same music. It seems like more of a team as opposed to a bunch of singles guys thrown together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, man, why can't they just come out to their fucking theme?
Yeah, that's my only guess on that.
Yeah, it makes me mad.
I'm sorry.
I'm not really. It didn't really make me mad. I was just like, oh.
First note is Rey Mysterio's mask is super badass. Dude, I loved his fucking mask.
Yeah, it was cool.
I
liked it more after you said that and I looked at it again.
The internet was blowing up on his mask. At least the Reddit side they were all doing like fan art submissions for his mask. There's a lot of love
like
over
Rule
the Rey
34
mask.
stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a dick coming out of his mask.
Let's see. Cody does Crossroads on the beloved Jushin Thunder Liger. I think the announcer may have put
People love
put
him.
It. Yeah.
Dude, I've never been a big Rey Mysterio fan ever, and I'm still not. I mean, he's all right, but I've never been a huge fan of his ever.
Dude,
I feel like you were a fan of him as a child.
I was as a child. I was a huge Rey Mysterio mark because he was on SmackDown, and my favorite on Raw was John Cena. I was a John Cena mark. I'll admit it.
WWE was like, all right, we need to appeal to our main fan base, and they pick up a picture of Gable. Like, this is our fan base, Gable. Yeah, that's exactly what our fan base is. Rey Mysterio. And so what? Yep.
Yeah, I was a mark.
Yeah, you're a mark. So I don't have any other notes for this really, except for the end. Do you have any notes?
No, not really. I mean, it was a good match.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of got a moment to shine in it.
I gotta say, I was surprised. I thought that Rey's team was gonna win, which is who I picked too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Was it a dirty loss? I can't remember. Was there anything dirty?
I can't remember. I think there might have been like a low grab them from behind or a low blow or something.
Yeah.
To say this was a Bullet Club night's an understatement, but
everyone definitely got a chance to shine in this match. Though, like you even got to see Rey do a double 619. I think he called it a 12-38.
Yeah,
I had to do the math there.
You're good at this.
Wasn't
it funny whenever Marty Scurll blew snot rockets into the fans?
Marty Scurll is hilarious.
Yeah,
dude, I'll never be able to not say Scroll by accident.
Marty Scurll.
I mean, too much Marvel.
He's a scroll. Yeah, but the Bullet Club, or let me just say Cody Rhodes and the rest of them, won by pinfall. They won.
Do you do something to my drink?
No. And you got anything else for this match? What do you?
Something weird's going on in my drink.
What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, I swear to fucking God there's
something wrong. Maybe a bug crawled in.
I don't know, it got all like foamy.
I swear to fucking God, did you fucking rock? Please, Gable, please let me suck your cock. Right now, the rest of the fellas get jealous. So we're going to drop the beat and do the rockapellas.
Let's do it.
D12. Alright, next match we have Will Ospreay versus Hiromu Takahashi. This is for the title, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bit of a Takahashi fan at this point,
I really like Takahashi, yeah.
Dude, how funny was it when he brings his trophy and there's a fucking Band-Aid on it?
There was a Band-Aid on it?
You didn't see the Band-Aid?
I have a note saying it's still broke. I didn't realize it was a Band-Aid.
He put like a little like stupid Band-Aid on it.
That's so great. Oh, it's so much. I would have noticed that. How about that fucking flip off the ramp Ospreay did in the beginning where he fucking ran down the ramp?
Dude.
Holy fuck.
I love that flip, but my only negative note on that is like, dude, sometimes... And dude, even Kenny Omega and fucking Okada have done it a few times. They seem like they rush to a spot without like naturally letting the match go there. Dude, like if you go back and rewatch that, he like ran up the fucking ramp. Yeah. He's like, this is where we're doing moves from for now.
Well, they've done that a few times too, where like they'll go out into a crowd and like, what's his name, the fucking comedian guy, who's always doing like the funny shit. Taguchi?
The guy with the butt, yeah.
Taguchi. He does spots where he runs all the way down to one and then runs all the way back. So yeah, I see what you're. I do see what you're talking about. But that flip was fucking sick. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And dude, as soon as he left the padding up outside, I was like, all right, dude's taking a sunset powerbomb onto the floor. He's gonna die later. I was just waiting for that to happen. But
is that the one that got reversed?
It got reversed the first time.
The first time.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have.
Is there a check mark emoji somewhere?
Maybe.
There it is. Check
mark.
Oh no, I like that one better.
Oh, you're check marking your ass. That's weird. What else we got here? Get back to your notes, Gable. Put your phone back up. All right.
Someone texts me and things just go.
Dude, holy shit! This was close to the beginning. The series of moves they did. Where it fucking ended with 2 reverse Hurricane Ranas, and then fucking Takahashi reverses the Stormbreaker into a fucking Code Red, that flipping powerbomb.
The Code Red's another one of those moves, like the Canadian Destroyer.
Like, I don't understand, and I love it.
What's happening?
Dude, that series of moves was insane. It was so fucking great.
Hold on, let me catch up here. All my check things unchecked themselves, and now I have to get back down.
Check out
dude,
my melody.
Yeah, dude, just like continuously, Ospreay defies the laws of fucking gravity.
Yeah.
Especially with that jump earlier, dude. Did you see the one angle where it looked like
he was floating through the air?
It literally looked like he got like I don't even. He was just flying.
Yeah, he was.
He was like Flappy Bird. Like someone was tapping the screen and he was just going up and up.
He was actually just using his real life superpowers that he has that time.
Running a drop kick from the apron that Ospreay in the barricade. Hiromu has a running drop kick from the apron that blows Ospreay into the barricades. Dude,
yeah,
I love when there's a really strong looking drop kick and the guy who's getting kicked just sells it like he flies a million feet.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. Every time Takahashi does it, he lands hard too on the floor when he does them.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a corkscrew. You may have said this already. A corkscrew backstar press by Ospreay. That is just a confusing as fuck thing, but I'm pretty sure that is the correct title that at least as far as the announcer said.
It sounds legit.
I think the announcer said it, so that's why I wrote it.
You're like, I'm going to put this in here.
Yeah, I'm going to put this in before I have to make up some words.
Speaking of Canadian Destroyers, Takahashi jumping out of the corner into a fucking Canadian Destroyer was insane.
Yeah.
See, this match was fucking insane. I don't even know what the fuck this was whenever Ospreay... I think you have a note for it. When Takahashi had him in the triangle choke and he dropped him on his fucking head.
With a neck slam.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck it was. I was like, all I know is he killed him.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool because they've been like putting emphasis on this triangle triangle hold.
Yeah.
And it was cool seeing it reversed like this.
Yeah.
It was
especially dude, and it was set up so fucking well because in the last match where Takahashi won the finals, didn't that end where he had him in the choke and the couple times and he almost fucking got out of it and he did and they kept going back and forth, so they set it up for this one, dude. And from what I understand, he just started using that triangle choke in this tournament. I'm pretty sure that in the tournament one of the announcers said that this is a new move he just started doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they basically used that tournament. By the time you get to this match, you're like, dude, this is his finisher, man. You know what I mean? Like, they did a great job of building the move for him.
That's a really cool thing that they do in, like, fucking New Japan. Not only do, like, the characters get the wrestlers get their own like stories told.
You just made me think of something great. Continue.
But the moves are also getting their own pushes and stuff.
You're right. And you know what I just thought of as you're saying this? How many times in WWE you're like, holy shit, look, it's John Cena's new finisher?
None.
Never? Anyone? Can you say that of anyone that when you were watching? Dude, as I've noticed now, thinking about it, just from watching, they talk about how these guys have gotten new finishers all the time. The Stormbreaker, they mentioned that was a new fucking move.
The closest thing that they could have done is the whole F5 thing, how no one's ever kicked out of it, but they've made it such a fucking shit show story, no one gave a shit when it happened.
And you're talking about the stories of the moves, like, dude, I can't think of any WWE guys where they got a new move and made a big deal out of it. Like a new finisher.
Yeah.
Like it's cool because
I guess you would know better, but
yeah, like, and I've been watching it forever and they just don't do that. Like it's just so cool how like they just made a big deal out of like all these, man, that's so cool. That's something else that I can say is different about New Japan that makes it better. The payoff to that we got to see the sunset bomb onto that exposed floor was cool, even though they mostly missed the exposed floor. Yeah. I'm not throwing any flags because I don't want Ospreay to die because I'm not gonna. I wouldn't take that fucking bump. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But
Ospreay will die soon.
Yes. I was not expecting Takahashi to reverse the Stormbreaker into the triangle choke whenever he did. Like that kind of caught me off guard, which was really cool. That was towards the end, I believe.
Yeah, I don't have any more notes except for the finish.
Well, I have a note. This might have been the finish. It says, Butterfly Driver just broke Ospreay's neck. Bummer.
No.
Because, dude, that...
But I do remember what you're talking about.
Dude, I was like, holy fuck. Takahashi won by pinfall, which is cool because he didn't even use that submission to win.
Yeah.
This one. So he won by pinfall.
With the time bomb.
Yep. Amazingly great fucking match. I fucking loved it.
And I did hear on a podcast that they pointed out that it was... he did not use the time bomb. Or no, I think he used the time bomb in the final, but he didn't use it throughout the tournament. Oh. It was in a podcast. I think they mentioned that on the commentating.
Dude, they're so great.
Yeah.
I remember even watching on one of the Being the Elites, Kenny Omega, when he's talking about the G1. He was talking about how he kind of made like a whole story of the whole tournament where he was like, there were certain things he was saving for the final and all this. It's like, If you watch a WWE tournament, it's 5 matches of the same shit every match. Is that the one
where like they're sitting in a restaurant and he's talking about like how excited he is? He's not nervous, but he's like butterflies because he wants to show everyone like all these cool things that he has.
Maybe.
Yeah. He just has like such a, not to suck his dick, but he has like a very loving way to talk about like his.
He also has a funny way that he speaks.
Yeah, he does talk a little different.
His voice is funny. Dude, I almost pissed my fucking pants whenever the episode where after they know about the dick pic, or he sends in the dick pic, and they haven't seen him yet, and they're going to, like, I think the UK or something, and they get to the hotel, and they open the fucking door, and he's standing there.
Yeah.
Dude, the look on his fucking face when he was standing there, I almost died of laughter. And then they open the other door, and he's naked in a fucking, like, dude, that shit was so fucking funny. But anyway, Dude. Takahashi won.
We get so off track.
You picked. I picked Takahashi.
No, I picked Ospreay.
I know, dude. I love. For me, when we go to them, we'll just say as we're doing them. For me, this was my favorite match of the show. You can name your favorite match when we get to it.
Okay. So I did like this one. This was definitely my, probably I'd say second favorite match.
Yeah, dude, it was
it's close between that and the Bucks one, just because of how we talked about that story with the whole foot thing.
Yeah, the Bucks one was my second favorite. I thought that one was really good too. That's all. What? Yeah.
And we didn't say it yet.
That's all we got for that one. And you have anything else to say before we go to the next match?
Yeah, let's save so we don't lose any.
We don't want to lose stuff. I have to watch Money in the Bank on Sunday. It makes me so sad. I'm going to be so bored because WWE is garbage compared to New Japan because I like to suck Dave Meltzer's dick.
Yes.
And New Japan's dick.
When did this happen?
And penises' dicks.
Yeah, that was way earlier.
And dicks and penises. I suck on all the penises and the dicks and all of them.
I got scared. I thought it was something important. It wasn't.
Dicks in my face. Dicks in my face.
What's our next match?
Our next match is Tetsuya Naito versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho.
All right, so I have never watched. Well, actually, I did watch a WCW match the other day of Chris Jericho.
Oh.
But I've never watched a Chris Jericho match. At least not of my memory.
Oh. The only ones think of that.
The only ones I would have watched would have been whenever I used to watch, like we were talking about earlier, my Cena Rey Mysterio mark days. And I don't remember that very well, besides Cena and Rey Mysterio and having their action figures.
You like to make them fucking touch each other.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is really good at swinging around the ring.
Yeah.
I had to reset here.
He did a lot of swinging. He's a swinger. I asked you about this, and then I asked Tito, and Tito's like, yeah, I don't know, dude. When was the second attack that they showed in the package?
I remember watching both of them, but what? I didn't? Did you figure it out?
No, it wasn't televised. We did not see a second attack.
Maybe I saw it online then.
Maybe. Because
I think that's what it was. I think I saw it online, and I just assumed it was like a different, like, camera footage from the first one or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do remember, like, kind of, like, seeing the footage already, and I was like, oh, there were 2 attacks?
Yeah, because I was very confused. I was like, dude, he's not wearing the same stuff as the first one. Naito, like, was going to throw a chair, and instead he just sat it down there and sat. I was like, none of this happened. And it wasn't on any of the shows on New Japan World, so I was like, why wouldn't they air a second attack by Jericho? Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, his appearances are so rare. That was very confusing to me, but I was like, yeah. So, I did like the start of it with Jericho jumping Naito.
Yeah, I have the same note here.
Yeah.
I didn't really have any big notes until Naito's eyes started looking really bad.
Yeah.
Dude, his eye looked like I was scared. I was like, is it going to pop out? What's going to happen here?
His eye's going to go Vader. Vader's eye popped out once.
Dude, that's gross.
He had to put it back in during the match.
Naito took a fucking... Naito, I don't know why I'm saying NATO. Like the National North America Trade Organization or something. Naito, dude, he got beat to fucking... bloody pulp in this match. His ear was bleeding. His face was bleeding. His eye had blood all over it. And
he was a dead man walking.
Dude, I think I remember after the match, his face was even like swollen on one side.
Yeah.
He looked fucked up.
They played stiff, that's for sure. Dude, how about whenever Jericho grabbed the camera and gave it the finger? That was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was a callback to the Omega match, actually.
Oh, was it?
Well, I don't know if it was specifically a callback, but he did something similar in the Omega match. He took a camera and just took pictures with one of the press guys who are leaning over the ring.
I bet
callback.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if it happened in both, it's a callback either way.
There's some cool table spots. A powerbomb through the table. Their tables spots look much more rough than WWE's. At one point, he DDT'd him onto a table and didn't even break.
Those tables are so fucking stiff. Yeah. They look like they never break. Like you know how like on the WWE ones, there's no metal bar going around the outer. You know how there's like a squared frame on the bottom. The WWE ones don't have that square frame. That at least not that I've noticed. And these ones have like a pretty solid fucking frame. So yeah,
they're pretty rough, those tables. Now you kind of already answered my question I have here, which was, did you watch Omega and Jericho? So I guess you watched that match.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I did.
So now let me ask you this, because was Jericho in the same like ring shape and perform at the same level as this match in the Omega one? Did it seem pretty much the same?
Are you like implying he may have been a little sloppier in the Omega match? Dude, he looked out of shape.
Yeah, in regards to his shape.
But I think it helped that he wore full pants in this one as opposed to the Gutchies.
I didn't see them all because
the other one, I think I remember asking him like, does Chris Jericho even work out? And you're like, he does yoga.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, that explains a lot.
Because as I was watching, I was like, dude, he really looks like he's out of shape.
Yeah.
From the last I saw him wrestle.
Dude, if you watch the Omega match, it looks a lot worse.
And even like he just looked like he was a little off with some of his spots too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like his timing was off. I don't know. That's why I was curious. So I guess that's just how he kind of is now.
Yeah,
I mean he's old. He's like 50.
He definitely came off as like really violent and aggressive, and I really like his character.
Yeah, I think it kind of balances out his like, if he can't go as well in the ring, you know what I mean? He just gets more violent and stuff like that, and it kind of distracts from it. But the match was good. I liked the match. Yeah,
dude, he's doing like some promos or promo interviews with people. Or magazines or whatever the fuck he's interviewing with, and he said something about how he's not like gonna do a challenge there for a while. He's gonna make his fucking appearances as rare as possible.
Really?
Yeah. So I wonder if this is kind of like coincides with Naito's plan. Remember how he like doesn't like how there's so many belts?
Yeah.
I wonder if like this was like part of the thing to like draw attraction from other points of the world. Like, oh, we'll give away some of our belts to some of these across the other country places.
But do you think he's going to wrestle other places with the belt though?
I'm curious.
I don't think he's going to.
You don't think he will?
No. I think he's only going to be doing appearances in New Japan, and that's it. He's not going to show up in WWE with it.
I wonder if he'll probably do a title match on his cruise and lose it on the cruise.
I bet he does do a match on the cruise.
Yeah, and it would be cool if it wasn't a scheduled match. He's just running the fucking cruise since it's his cruise.
He's like up in the ship with a captain's hat on, and someone comes in and attacks him. Because I assume he's the captain of the ship,
he's
right?
He's the captain.
He's steering it and shit, right?
And some pirates. What country has the pirates?
Haiti?
Is there? Oh no,
Somalia.
Somalian pirates.
Yeah.
Some Somalian pirates show up and like, I'm the captain now, and they take his belt.
Well, what if Naito's like the captain of the Somalian pirate ship, and that's how he gets his rematch, and he shows up with pirates and takes over
the LIJ pirates.
Yeah. That'd be funny, but yeah, the reasons, because I think I predicted Jericho in this one, and I think one of the reasons because I just thought what? Oh yeah. One of the.
I mean, we just.
Oh yeah, so like one of the. Oh hey, what's up?
Nah,
you're in the middle of a sentence. I interrupted.
Nah, that's cool.
One of the reasons that I thought that he might win is because one is like no one thinks he's going to, because it's like, why is Jericho going to win a title when he's not even there?
Yeah.
And I was like, I could see them swerving us just because of that. And also, I think that like they might be setting up a series of matches between the two of them.
Yeah,
so you know what I mean.
Yeah, dude, it was a dirty finish.
Yeah, it was
dirty finish.
It wasn't clean. There's AIDS all over it.
Dude, there's also a hint that Naito is gonna have a feud with someone else.
Who's that?
I have a note for it later on. We'll get there.
This is for the Intercontinental Championship. So Jericho is the new He beat him by pinfall, right? I forgot.
Yeah, he threw the ref out of the way and then did something.
I think he low blowed his cock or something, maybe.
Yeah, low blowed him and then quickly did some other move after the ref came back. Dave was right. Jericho wins. Oh. Naito died in the process. He was dead.
He gave his life.
He gave his life. R.I.P. Naito.
Yeah, sorry, guy. He'll be missed.
Yeah.
Now we have the main event.
The main event.
We have
the greatest match you will ever see.
Fuck you.
Yeah, this is what Dave Meltzer says.
Dave Meltzer said not only is it the greatest match that ever happened, he does not think there will ever be a match as good as this.
I think that's retarded to say. I think he's got his downs on.
I think that, like, I honestly think because when he records these, I'm pretty sure he Skypes with whoever he's talking to or does it over the phone. So I think he's, like, naked journeying off to, like, the Kenny Omega match as he does it because he loves Omega a lot. Yeah. A lot.
Dude, can I point out my opinion on Dave Meltzer real quick?
You may.
So, I can appreciate him as
don't gay bash, but go on.
Okay. Noted.
It's hard for you.
I can appreciate him as a fellow reviewer.
We're important.
We're important. I just put us on the same level as Dave Meltzer.
You really put us over.
But the issue with his reviews is that everyone holds it as like the written Bible.
Yeah.
I even kind of was falling for that when I first started jumping into the New Japan stuff. But I think people kind of, at least what I think is an easier way to look at it is it's more of a recommendation rather than like this is like objectively the greatest match ever.
It's an opinion.
Yeah, you have to remember that this is this guy's opinions. Your opinion does not need to match Dave Meltzer's opinion for you to have good reviews.
But you know what I think the problem is this the way that he talks and carries himself when he's talking about it. Mm-hmm. Like it comes off when it is a fact, yeah. The way it comes off, and dude, and another thing that pissed me off was whenever he goes, they were talking about how this was like this Okada's title reign was the greatest title reign in at least the last 30 years, and I'm just like, but why?
I can't speak on behalf of that. I've been watching wrestling for 4 months.
I'm like he wrestled like Lesnar style a few times a year.
Oh yeah,
and like. Okay, I don't get it. I mean, is it just because all of his matches are really good, maybe? I guess that's the point they're making?
Yeah.
Okay, but like...
I haven't seen many of his other matches.
Well, that's the thing, too. Like, I've seen a handful of them, and I'm not super impressed by his matches. Like, I think Okada is far more overrated than Omega is for me.
Yeah.
I think Omega is much better than Okada. I think Okada is boring compared to Omega when I watch his matches. Yeah. I feel like Okada has, like, 6 moves.
Yeah, I will... From what I've noticed don't get me wrong, Okada definitely has his moments where it's like where he performs some stuff well, and I think he works very well with Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Just off the other, I did go back and watch the other 3 matches. I actually watched all. I think I've watched all of them twice now. Yeah, because I watched the new one twice already.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched all of them twice now, and I definitely think without Kenny for some of those, I don't think it would have been nearly as fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, some people, like, some opponents, they just have great chemistry.
Yeah.
Like Rock and Austin, like, they have great fucking chemistry. They have great matches.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things where he works very well with Omega, and he posed a good challenge to Omega. And, yeah, that's all.
Now, here's one of the issues I have with this match. That I'm just going to kick off the bat. And this is more of an opinion thing. And I honestly think, for this reason, I would thoroughly enjoy more the match they had that went to a 60-minute draw. I think that, for me...
Dude, that was a really good match.
Okay, and I think if I watched it, I would like it more because, for me, having this match being a best out of 3 falls and having 2 fucking minute breaks between each match basically made it 3 small matches for me and stopped the momentum every single time.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, the 60-minute match would have, like, kept building and building and building to the end and been great. This one built in, like, okay, cool, that was a finish, like, 3 times. For me, the 2-minute interruptions, 2 different times,
you out of it.
It took away the momentum and took me out. I'm like, okay, we're starting over now. And it wasn't, like, for me, personally, it wasn't as good to me because of that. Like, when I see, like, best out of 3 fall matches, the breaks are way shorter for ones I've always seen in the past.
Okay.
Like they were, I don't know if they're trying to go for like a more realistic thing.
Dude, it reminded me of like watching a boxing match.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know if it's like
because you had your guys, your support guys, come up to you in the corner, give you some pep talk, give you some water, some icing for a little bit, and then they sent you back out there, give you a pat on the back, the butt, and said, "Oh, this feels good."
I like when you
this
pat
feels
my
good,
butt.
fellow golden lover.
Yes. But yeah, for me personally, that took me out of it some, which I think affected. Because as I'm watching, I'm like, dude, I wish I would have seen the other one because I probably like it better because of that. Yeah. And then also, I don't know if it's because like I don't know why, but it just seems so obvious that Omega was winning this. That maybe like that also maybe took it because I'm just like, all right, come on, he's gonna win.
Dude,
I don't know.
The way I felt during this match was like watching an overtime game, dude. I'm definitely of different opinion on you in this. I like this. I told you this is probably my favorite match I've ever seen. But you have to keep in mind, I watched 3 months of WWE and a month of New Japan so far, so I don't have exactly the largest library of matches. Yeah. But when I watch this match. This is at like 3 in the morning. I think the only 2 matches I watched in this sitting was the Jericho one and then this one. So, but it was still like 3 a.m. and I'm sitting there and dude, it felt like I was watching an overtime match and watching the Steelers like go up and down and up and down. And I'm like, what the fuck's going to happen? They're like, I thought the announcers helped a great deal getting me into that too, because they're like, oh, Omega has to get the first fall. His entire game plan works on this first fall. Yeah. And I don't know, like it just felt like watching an overtime match, and like it was like a similar moment for me was, I think, I don't want to say watching the Super Bowl, but there was a Steelers Ravens game last year that came down in the last few minutes. And as soon as the Steelers got that game-winning fucking score, I stood fucking right up and I was like, yes! And that's what happened at the end of that third fall. Yeah. I got real fucking excited and I was like, yes, Kenny did it! Yeah, like I felt like a little bitch, but I mean, whatever.
Dude, the only time I can think in my life that I've ever verbally like yelled from a wrestling match outcome was when Seth Rollins cashed in and won at WrestleMania, the main event.
Okay.
Because, it was...
You wanted Seth Rollins the one going into it, I would imagine.
Well, he wasn't in the match.
Okay. But you're a Seth Rollins fan, though.
Yeah, I was. And I'm watching Reigns and Lesnar in an event and being like, I want to blow my fucking brains out because I hate these motherfuckers. This match sucks. Yeah. And then one of my favorite wrestlers comes out and just wins the title. I'm like, dude, me, Finch, and Tito both screamed. All three of us screamed. We're like, fuck, it was great. And like, I was a big Seth Rollins fan. So for you, because you're a huge Kenny Omega fan,
the whole Bullet Club, the leader of the Bullet Club, doing all this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say you're wrong. Obviously, I mean, you loved it and you're into it.
Dude, I was into it. I mean,
clearly, it worked for you.
I think it helped in a way. Dave Meltzer did help because had I not checked his recommendation, I would not have went back and watched those matches. And I think watching those matches, there were some smaller moments in there that built onto this. Dude, I haven't even referenced my notes once so far.
Oh boy.
Let's see. I'm trying to look for these callbacks I had noted.
Oh, I'm gonna wait until you.
Okay, so there's a part where Kenny's on the other side of the separation fence there. And I think it was in the first match that they had, like way back, the first match they had, where it was a big part of the match whenever Okada does this running jump like he did with this crossbody, and he went to do it again in this match, and Kenny catches him with a fucking knee to the face, like in midair. I just think there's all these parts where Okada is trying to do these big repeat these big spots that he had in prior matches, but because Kenny scouted it, and there was even a point in the match where, fucking what's his name, who's all in now, Don Callis. Don Callis is pointing out like Kenny's got these scouted at this point. Like, I just think they showed his ability to recognize what his opponent was doing at this point. Was a good, I guess, storytelling at that point. Yeah. Dude, and I think it helps a lot that Don Callis and Kenny are really good friends. I think Meltzer was mentioning that.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize that, because I found that clip on YouTube. I didn't realize.
I don't think I listened to the whole thing.
I had a comment that fucking Callis was really helping out Kenny here, and then it makes sense that they are, I guess, real life friends, real close friends. So I could see Kenny maybe setting up some hey, talk about this.
Well,
so
what's funny about that is a lot of really good announcers will talk about how wrestlers will like Taz will talk about this too. Like wrestlers will go up to him dude. In my match tonight, I want to try to get this thing over. Can you emphasize that? And blah, blah, blah. And Taz's like, yeah. And they'll just go over. And Taz's like, dude, I love it when they do that. Because they're trying to help you help them get them over.
Yeah, help you understand what they're trying to accomplish.
And Taz will be like, well, you have to also not suck, too. And, kind of do your part. But, yeah, I'll do it. But, yeah, that really helps if they have, a rapport and they talk about things in advance they want to go over. But how about the entrance was... well, first of all, I thought showing all the champs on the screen before the match was really cool. How they showed every single, IWGP heavyweight champ was cool.
Yeah.
The Avengers reference was really cool. You get that?
No, I missed this.
Whenever they're doing the video, they're referencing Thanos at the end where he goes, did you do it? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, what did it cost you? And he's like, everything. And then they showed
was that from the trailer?
What's that?
Was that from the Avengers trailer?
I mean, it was in the movie, at the end of the movie, whenever he's talking to
Gamora. Fuck, you're right.
And then they show the Bullet Club, turn into dust like the people did in Avengers.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Holy shit.
It was a really cool reference.
Dude, as soon as that happened, I was like, oh no, Kenny just left Bullet Club. This is so upsetting.
That kind of confused me too, because I'm like, alright, so is he leaving now?
Is he in Bullet Club?
Yeah, I was like, what is that supposed to mean?
I think it's supposed to be up in the air, and we're supposed to be like, oh, dude, that's... Whenever you get to these later Bullet Club episodes, there are the ones that I've been keeping up with for the last month. There's these weird cliffhangers where you're like, well, what's gonna happen on one of the next shows?
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. And I guess as you're watching it, you're already gonna know the answers going forward. But dude, it's really interesting how they have these cliffhangers going forward.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, don't.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I have a note right here that says I would suck 50 dicks before I take a Kenny Omega chop to the chest. Dude, his chops are ridiculous.
Dude, I would suck 50 dicks before taking. I guess it's worked anyway, but the fucking the drop kicks always look brutal from Okada. That's something Okada does that looks amazing, and I think Kenny sells it well.
The drop kicks didn't even stand out to me.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know I don't understand because Meltzer mentioned this, and you're like, I have a note about it. I don't get it. I'm like, they were good-looking drop kicks.
They did the drop kicks a lot in the other matches, and every time I thought they were just Okada performed the kick well, and Kenny sold the kick well, and it looked brutal. I don't know.
I really like the tease of Omega trying to put Okada through the table with a German suplex, and Omega even telling him to pull the guardrail back, and it sold the tease really well, like you think it might actually happen.
Yeah,
that was really well done. I think you had a note about it. I think you mentioned that to me. And, dude, I could not get over this, dude. Red Shoes sucks. After Omega catches Okada flying, I told you about this. He drops him in a sit-out powerbomb, which was badass as fuck, by the way. It was really good looking. Yeah. Red Shoes starts counting. Dude, he's standing up, and Red Shoes counts 2.
He hit the 2, yeah. I'm like, what
dude,
the?
I'm like, he's standing. It was so fucking funny. Oh, it was so
funny. Let's see. Are we getting in order or just kind of hitting around?
I've been going in order.
Okay. Did we get to the first pin yet, or?
I don't have pinfalls here, really.
I keep forgetting.
I have 3 notes left till the end.
Dude, I had 2 or 3 notes that I just kept forgetting it was scripted because I was just I knew Kenny was gonna win because going into it I'm sitting there picking all my picks for each match and Kenny Omega wins, no problem. Yeah. But as I don't know, the way they did it. I already talked about why I thought because with all the shit with Don Callis selling how their match or his game plan's been fucked up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was just really into the match and it helped.
I allow it.
Allow it. Dude, I was nervous going into the as soon as the shit came on the screen. I'm like, oh no, here we go. Here we go.
You were scared. It's I don't know what point this is, but Omega gave Okada the most devastating Tiger Driver ever at some point. They really like to kill people in New Japan, drop them around their fucking head.
I have another callback
to
another match. There's another. Oh, fuck, I can't remember what the fuck the move is. I wasn't specific enough. I thought I was gonna remember. There's a spot with a table on the side where I think Omega tried to set up the table. Fuck, I can't remember now. Okada set up the table. Fuck.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Fuck.
I'm really upset now.
I'm sorry. You have plenty more notes. All right.
Okada was going to flip Omega into the table. Does this sound familiar at all? I'm so mad right now.
I don't know, man.
I'm mad at this note.
All right, well,
I hate myself.
Forget it and then don't be mad anymore.
All right.
Look at the next one.
There's a table spot that was a callback to a previous match. There you go.
Nailed it.
But it wasn't the exact same spot. It got reversed this time. That was the general fucking note. I'm mad. Fuck this.
Omega delivered a Styles Clash, which was cool.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I enjoyed that.
What was even I went back the second time because I thought about that a little more, and I remember Okada got his belt by defeating AJ.
Oh yeah,
so
I mentioned that.
So it's cool that he used the finisher move of the guy he beat to get the belt.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool little
nod there.
Little thing there, yeah.
Let's see. Oh no, I'm gonna quote, dude. I thought it's another thing Meltzer said, which was a really good point. I'm sucking Meltzer's dick. I guess I'm not sucking his dick. It was just a good point. So that one wing angel, no one's ever kicked out of it. They said it like a dozen times.
Yeah.
And I thought it was. I agree. It's cool that they used it as the second pinfall. That way you have to guess for the third pinfall because you know that there's going to be a pinfall off the one-winged angel.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Oh, that's cool.
That wasn't too dick sucky, was it?
No, not really at all, actually. I don't think it was dick sucky at all.
Okay, good. Thanks.
All right, you're welcome for not sucking dick.
All right. Kenny helped sell a move at one point where he has the Young Boys move the barrier.
I already said this, but go on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
What?
Never mind. Kenny also had a really cool drop kick. Normally it's Okada's the ones who has the cool drop kicks, and Kenny had one this time. Yeah, sometimes when I get through the notes, I don't realize how minor they are.
No, that's fine.
Whatever.
I have some minor notes.
Let's see. Omega rushing Okada as the bell rang. For the third one, reminds me of a strategy. Another callback to not fake sports, which are actually fake sports. It reminds me of a strategy that a football team would use for a hurry up offense to get the defense.
Yeah, it makes sense too.
Yeah, I don't think I would have thought they would use that in a stage wrestling match.
It's logical.
Yeah, it helps to sell the realism of the match. Yeah. Yeah. I thought we were taking turns here. I thought it was your turn.
You got 50,000 notes. I got 3 more.
I only have 5 more.
All right. Well, I have 4 more, so I lied.
As soon as Ibushi's finisher was announced, dude. Yeah. As soon as Ibushi's finisher was announced, I'm like, this is gonna be what solidifies the Golden Lovers and Kenny leaving the Elite and the Bullet Club and their friendship with the Young Bucks is gonna end. And he hits that fucking Kota Ibushi finisher move, and then he kicks out. And I'm like, fuck. I was not expecting that. I thought that was gonna win the match right there. And
speaking of this of Ibushi, I thought that they did this on purpose, and I thought this was an insanely great red herring. Was him having this towel. Because he has this towel, and I'm like, he's going to fucking throw the towel in and cost him one of the falls. And the Kyle announcers, I'm like, why is he even out? Or why does he have that? And I'm like, why are they bringing attention to that?
Because Cody brought out a towel for Kota Ibushi's match one time and threw in the towel.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, dude, and the fact that they just set it up as a red herring and didn't do that, I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
I did like that.
I agree.
That wasn't a net I had.
I didn't even think about that, but that's really fucking... Good pickup, Dave.
Okay, let's talk about...
You're welcome. Can I suck your dick?
Thank you. Let's talk about the worst part of this match. Throughout the entire match. This is the thing that you kept trying to guess what I was going to bitch about, and you pretty much got it right one time, but I no-sold it and didn't tell you this one.
Oh, you're good. You're good at this.
Okay, Omega's V-trigger is Roman Reigns' Superman punch.
Dude, he does do it a lot.
He did the V-trigger. I wasn't going to go back and watch the match again, so I simply read someone's review of it, and just from someone's review, he did it 12 fucking times in this match.
He does it a lot.
12 times. That doesn't count how many times it was reversed.
Yeah.
So he probably went for it like 20. Can't complain that Roman Reigns does something and say it's okay just because it's Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
I can't
I'm not
disagree
saying
with
you. I'm not saying you as in like Gable.
Yeah.
I'm saying people, basically.
Yeah.
So, like, whenever he's doing... And this is the thing when Tito's like, you're kind of right, and he looked up, he's like, other people are saying the same thing.
So I did joke about how he did do it like a dozen times before that then. Yeah. Okay.
So, like, for me, throughout the entire match, I'm like, okay, dude, I'm getting tired of your V-trigger.
Yeah.
And as I'm watching this entire match, he keeps doing it, and it's annoying me throughout the match. Which definitely took away from the whole match for me, because I'm like, dude, enough.
Yeah, I could definitely see... I could see me sitting next to Dave and him getting annoyed.
Like, I don't understand why he had to do it so many fucking times.
He did.
Like, that was, for me, the most annoying part of the match, because I'm like, dude... This is reminding me of WWE, which is the most evil thing you can possibly do when I'm watching New Japan. Don't remind me of WWE. And Kenny Omega isn't even on the remotely the same level as Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is a fucking pebble, and Kenny Omega he's amazing. And it's just like, dude, you're better than this. Don't do this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
I like Kenny. But and that being said, the whole match felt to me like it was definitely a really good match. But it felt to me more like a WWE match in the sense that it's like, hey, that didn't even happen.
I've done it before.
That was the pixelations. It felt to me...
Pixelations are for seeing.
I know, that's why it's funny. I hate you. That's why it's funny. Like, for me, when I look back at this match, I'm like, dude, like, there's not a lot of memorable things I hadn't seen before in this match. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always talk about how, like, dude, when I watch, like, a New Japan match, it's so cool. Oh, I never saw that before. It had its moments, but for, like, the Ospreay match, I'm like, the whole match, I'm like, holy shit, that blew my mind. Cool things I haven't seen. Like, and I can see that I would have appreciated it more after the fact and having heard you talk about it had I watched the other matches first.
Yeah.
I felt like it was more of a match where it was a culmination of a feud than like just a really good match on its own. I think if Dave Meltzer had never watched the other matches, this would not be the greatest match of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's for sure. And in my opinion, to be the greatest match of all time, you shouldn't have to have a qualifier that you have to see something before it.
Yeah.
If you're the greatest match of all time and you're that good, you should be able to go in and watch it and say this was fucking amazing and that's the end of it. Yeah. You shouldn't have to watch like 2 hours of stuff before.
Yeah, I'm not going to even say anything close to that is the greatest match to have ever happened or ever will happen. I'm just saying it's my favorite match that I've ever watched. Okay.
You're just like, I concede.
I think I thought of something that would have been... the two... It's kind of like a combination of two matches. Was that last NXT TakeOver we watched with Adam Cole and then the Roderick Strong, the fucking...
Oh, the turn?
The turn, yeah. I thought that was probably one of the coolest moments I've ever had.
That was a great moment.
While following wrestling.
We were watching it together, weren't we? I think we watched that TakeOver together at your place.
We were, and then you left, and then I finished that by myself.
Yeah. We watched it at work when we were at work.
Yes.
I mean, what?
Yes.
We did watch it when we were at work. Yes. Remember?
Yes.
Remember? We were doing a great job.
Dude,
working.
Yes.
What? You've never watched anything at work before, Gable.
No.
He had a dumb look on his face when he shook his head. He forgot we were doing audio. That's enough of that. I like the spot where Okada went for the Rainmaker and collapsed, echoing back to when Omega collapsed.
Yeah.
They kind of did it the other way, which is kind of cool.
Dude, I think going off what you said, how there's not any new stuff. I think the draw is not the new stuff that you've never seen before. It was more or less the suspense of when's it gonna happen, how's it gonna happen. Because we knew it was happening, but even during the match, I had my doubts.
Yeah,
I had my doubts. I don't know. That's all I had.
You know what I thought was stupid? Another stupid thing in this match was the fact that Okada gives him 2 Rainmakers in a row, and Omega just reverses the third one. I'm like, Isn't the Rainmaker supposed to be this insanely devastating finishing move, and he just reverses the third one after taking 2? That's dumb.
Yeah, dude, the Rainmaker is dumb.
Yeah, like the move is stupid, but it's supposed to be his finisher, and it's supposed to be insane. Okay, this is not on the same level, but this is like, you know, taking some F5s and kicking out.
Yeah.
Like, he gave him 2 Rainmakers, and the third one's just like, nope, I'm fine, and reverses it. I'm like, dude, I wish he just would have reversed one.
It's weird. It's like he'll give him a Rainmaker, and like he gets greedy, and like they're like, oh, wrist control. He has the wrist control stuns. Like,
they were hardcore on wrist control and saying that.
And then like he'll like go to give him the next one, but then like Kenny will duck or something.
Yeah.
And then I think it was during the first part of the thing, he went for he dodged the Rainmaker, tried to do like a crawl up on his back and roll into a pin, but then Okada countered the roll into his own pin, and then I think that's what led to the first fall. Does that sound familiar?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Dude, a weird thing about watching this match twice, there's a few moments where they're set up in the same way, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is where he throws a fucking V-trigger, right? Like, I remember Okada being placed up against the rope, and I remember Kenny running it with a V-trigger and like drills right through his head. But then when it went to happen, Okada moved. I'm like, I don't remember him fucking moving before.
You're on drugs.
But I think they did that on purpose, as they set it up the same way. And then later on, you know what I mean? But it was weird just watching it twice, and I'm having like these false memories of it happening then.
The Okada effect, is that what it is?
It was like a futuristic swerve. It was weird.
It was the Mandela Okada effect.
Yeah. Dude, they looked like they were fucking dead at the end of the match.
Oh, yeah.
They were really sound. Dude, Kenny's eyes. Did you see the one shot of like Kenny like?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, is he jizzing or dying? Holy
He's
shit!
coming or dead, one of the two. And I guess we can say it now because it's in the match. After 1,345 V triggers, Omega wins by pinfall and new IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Dude, this is the part where I stood up and went, yes! And then Ashley, who's sleeping in the same room as me, made a noise. I'm like, oh no, she woke up. And then she kept sleeping. I'm like, cool. Cool.
You're so gay.
Yeah, I'm really gay.
You sleep with a woman. You're so gay.
Let's see. So, Kenny Omega wins. Kenny and Kota are embracing.
Yes, they are.
And the camera goes to the Bucks. The Bucks look sad. Dude, I really like this moment at the end because during all 3 of those prior matches, the Bucks were there for Kenny. And, dude, like, throughout being the Elite, you see how close of friends they are. And the Bucks are there every time to celebrate with Kenny. And this time, Cody's there. Or not Cody. Kota is there. And the Bucks come out, they're like, this should have been us. We should have been out here to help celebrate with our friend, but like we're not.
You definitely took that away from it. Me having not even watched them, I could tell that's what it was.
What?
I didn't even watch the other matches. I could kind of tell that's what it was.
Yeah.
They should have been out there.
Yeah, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
And then I think they said this in the commentating, but I thought it was really fucking cool. They get in the ring, they're standing there, and the ref walks out to give him the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and he walks right by it and gives the Bucks a hug, and I thought it was a really fucking cool moment. A really cool testament to their friendship. And
then Cody came out.
Dude, Cody came out.
I really liked how he came out and then left. I thought it was really cool.
I'm not going to say too much. It's still very vague at this point, so I can't really spoil anything, but there's added context, I guess phrases I'm looking for. Whenever you catch up.
Oh, I'm being the Elite.
Yeah, there's added context, but nothing's really answered per se.
That's it. That's it.
It was a big night for the Bullet Club and especially the Elite. The Elite walked out with the big fucking titles, the Heavyweight Championship and the Tag Team Heavyweight Championship.
They did good. But Cody did beat 3 legends all by himself in 32 minutes. So.
Yeah.
You see that tweet he put out?
No, that's really funny.
He's like, I'm so amazing. I beat 3 legends in 32 minutes. Like how great he is.
We got some cool matches booked in the next few months. Kenny has his
wrestling.
Kenny has his first
he is
title defense against Cody at the G1 special, which we're not really sure if we're gonna get to watch.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see it somewhere.
And then I know there's. I'm also looking forward to Naito and a tag team match between Naito and Hiromu Takahashi versus Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi.
Oh, the Golden
So that should be a good match.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It will be. And you're gonna say something now,
dude. I think going another cool spot in another cool moment in this broken up friendship thing that he had with the Young Bucks. There's a really, I guess, emotional match that was at what's the one that was like a few months ago? I think Strong Style Evolved.
Was this before we started watching?
Yeah, it was like right before, like the month before. And it was a match between Kenny and Kota versus the Young Bucks. And like, dude, there's like these really like emotional moments where Matt's yelling, "Is this what you want, Kenny?" And he doesn't like look like he wants to hit Matt, but he's hitting Matt, and Matt's not doing anything. He's just taking the hit, no selling the hit, and he's like, "Is this what you want?" And dude, it's just like a really like cool. I don't want to say cool moment, but like it really defines this fallout that they were having.
I'm meeting all these people.
Yeah, it was good.
Are you excited? I'm meeting them all.
Yeah.
Are you jealous?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
I'm not really a jealous person. I'm
not really jealous.
I'm more like, good for Dave. That sounds cool.
You're such a piece of shit.
I'm sorry.
You're such a bad person.
I mean, it's in Chicago, so I can't be jealous. It's my own fault for not going.
I can't be jealous. How can I be jealous of something that's not possible? I can't. It's not possible, so it doesn't matter. I can't be jealous. I can't go.
All right. Well, we got some Ring of Honor to watch, so
yeah. Fuck you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and then go on SoundCloud too and do all that stuff. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You want to know something funny?
What?
The